Going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back. I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a story that I stumbled upon that broke within the last couple of hours. And this right here is a mess. It's like every time you think you've seen it all, here comes something else. This is wild. See this man up here? This animal that you see, his name is Paul John. He's 59 years old. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Shout out Fort Lauderdale. This guy was arrested on Thanksgiving Day after a almost one year investigation about him and some unscrupulous behavior that he was doing, vile behavior, out here in his quest to take advantage of somebody else less fortunate than him. Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here is locked up for essaying a handicapped minor. Now, they call this guy a man, but according to the thing, they said this guy's a minor. And he has a habit of doing this. This is a serial rapist of handicapped people. And some of the way he did it, the way he set these people up, he should get nothing less than the death penalty. Now, he's locked up with no bond. That's not enough in my opinion. This type got to go. One at a time. He start from in front of the line. Here's the story.
Despicable safety alert. A man is accused of raping a disabled person, and he is behind bars now.
This case is extremely disturbing, and what's worse is this is not his first run-in with the law. Local 10's Lenny Supal joins us live in Fort Lauderdale with a terrifying tale. Lenny.
The suspect arrested on Thanksgiving Day, now being held without bond, and new police records shedding light on other victims that have been caught in similar situations.
No victim contact and bond will remain pending review by the division.
Paul John standing before a Broward County judge facing charges related to raping a man with disabilities. John's arrest comes after an extensive year-long investigation. The incident report documenting the disturbing details when the victim reported the assault in early December last year. According to the report, John met the victim as he was walking along East Sunrise Boulevard near Holiday Park, convincing him to have lunch at this Wendy's. John offered the victim a job to clean his boat, paid him $15, then took him to Flagler Village to play pool. But according to the victim, the encounter didn't stop there. The report says the victim was taken to John's house on Northeast 62nd Street, where he raped him and threatened the victim to stay quiet. During the investigation, detectives discovering there are, quote, at least 8 documented incidents involving this person in Fort Lauderdale. And in many of those cases, the storyline very similar. Paul John would lure those victims into his home, offering handyman-type jobs before sexually assaulting them. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Lenny Supal, Local 10 News.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story of this sick predator, Paul John, 59-year-old man with an insatiable appetite for taking the butt of the handicap. Shit is foul. Let me show you something. Small article. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 59-year-old man who detectives accused of raping a man with disabilities was at Broward County main jail on Sunday afternoon. Records show. Now, he was arrested. He went to court today. He was arrested on Thanksgiving. Fort Lauderdale police arrested John Paul on Thursday, and a judge denied him bond when he appeared in court wearing a suicide prevention vest. Police officers met the victim on December 8th of 2024. This is when it started. At the Imperial Point Hospital emergency room, and he said he was in pain after the rape, records show. The victim who has a phone sharing his location with his mother was walking to Walgreens on December 6, 2024, when John, who was driving a Chevy Camaro, approached him, according to police. John offered the victim a job, took him to lunch, talked to his mother, who asked him to be patient with his disabilities, and took him to his house in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, according to police. John paid the victim $15 for cleaning his boat, took him to play pool at a gay strip club in Flagler Valley, showed him a gun, and brought the victim back to his house and raped him, according to police. The victim later told his mother's boyfriend and the detective that he feared for his life, according to a police arrest report. John had faced similar accusations in a separate incident, according to police. John faced a charge for sexual battery committed against the victim who is mentally defective or incapacitated, records show. It's fucked up. That right there is as skeevy and low as you can be. This guy took advantage of somebody that was with a mental disability and then took his butt. You took this motherfucker to Wendy's, set him up. You stopped this guy while he was walking to Walgreens. You know what I mean? Predators prey. You driving in your Camaro and shit, stalking, scoping, sawing. Just saw him from behind, it turned you on. Pull over, hey friend, how you doing? You started talking to him, seen something was wrong with him. Oh, I can take advantage of him, and you did. Took him to fucking Wendy's. You hungry? The guy like, yeah. You ever had the Baconator? How about the Biggie fries? You feed him first. Oh, you're a nice guy. You have no idea. Stupid shit. Stupid. That's some vile shit when people do that to other people. They don't even see the danger they're in. And then the part that pisses me off is you offered him a job to pay him peanuts to clean a fucking boat. $15. Then you talk to his mom. Ma'am, is it okay if I take your son and go and do this? And yeah, but you got to be patient. He has a disability. She even fell for his convincing ways over the phone. And he took that man to his place and took his ass. Guy at the say he feared for his life. You showed him a gun. Now I'm going to show you something. I freeze froze what they wrote up here about the assault, and I'm going to read it to you. This right here is crazy as hell. It stated, you know, the media don't tell you everything. It stated on, now I got the person name redacted, stated that on Friday, December 6th, her son, this is the mother, was walking to Walgreens located at 1515 East Sunrise Boulevard when an unknown white male in a white Chevrolet Camaro approached him. The subject introduced himself as Paul John and offered him a job. Since such and such, I guess the victim, was looking for a job, he agreed. John took him to a diner first for lunch, which was a Wendy's, where such and such, the victim, called his mother and told her he was going to work for John. So the boy called his mom, or the guy called his mom. John took the victim to a diner and he told me he's going to call. I'm going back in line. John, the mother, talked to John on the phone and notified him that such and such, the victim, had a mental disability, and if he hired him, he would need to be patient with him. It has to be noted that such and such and whatever his thing constantly share locations with each other. So basically, the woman told the man, hey, share his location, you know, with me. Me and him share our location. I guess he told him that, like, me and my son share our locations. So John then took the victim to his house. I ain't gonna say where he's at, and asked him to clean the boat. After he finished cleaning John's boat, John paid him $15 for work. He then told the victim that on Fridays he takes people out and offered him to go out and play pool, stated the victim. The mother stated that her son loves playing pool, so he said yes. John took him, and it says whatever he took. John took him back to his residence. We took the victim to his residence to change his clothes first, then go to a gay strip club located somewhere in Flagler Village. So he's setting him up. You know what I mean? He take him to a place and let him look at some ding-a-lings dance to see his reaction. Do you like it? Setting him up. And then he says, after that, they went and played pool, and then after that, John took victim back to his house where he sexually assaulted the victim's name redacted, The victim asked John to stop. Listen to this. But instead, he was going harder and harder. The mother advised that she knew something was wrong with her son when he came back home because he had a changed demeanor. Such and such, the victim didn't mention to his mother anything on the date of the incident, but she immediately noticed a change in his behavior. On today's date, such and such asked his mother to call her boyfriend. He got on the phone and told that he was sexually assaulted and was crying and immediately took to the hospital. Don't you think about the psychological damage that running up in somebody's rectum does to them? And this happens to children all the time. A lot of people are scared to go to prison because they're scared of being raped by a man. Hell, in my adult film days, I made a snafu one time and was hitting a chick from the back and slipped and went in the wrong hole. She flew across the bed. We had to cancel the shoot. I almost got fired. And it was an honest mistake. This motherfucker purposely putting his dick in people's asses. And handicap at that. And I don't mean to be vulgar. This is the reality out here right now. This is sad. He already got a mental disability. Now you put that type of stuff on top of what he's dealing with. And, you know, he didn't know not to trust this man. And the guy came off, but was nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing. Why is he locked up? Kill him right now. Because he killed this boy's sense of confidence in himself. He already had an uphill battle with life. And he trusted you. And used that trust for your own sick, sadistic purposes against him. You brought him food, got his belly full, and you looked at that as debt of he owing you, and you're going to take what you want because he was at a disadvantage. They need to take you outside right now and behead you because you're dog shit. You're nothing. You're worst of the worst, and you're the problem. You're part of the problem in America now, where people run around here and prey on each other because the justice system ain't going to give you the real justice that you honestly deserve. I wish I could fix this shit, guys, because what he went through will change him forever. And that's the sad part. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Predators are out there. And they're waiting to prey on your kids, you, and everybody else out here that don't have their head on the swivel. And it's not right. See you in the next video. Take care.